What's up guys, and welcome back to my Newcastle United career mode. We're into episode 18 of my Newcastle United career mode, and in the last episode, or rather what was going to be the last episode, we actually had 3 games played, but unfortunately that footage has gone missing and I've completely lost all of it. So I'm going to read through what happened in the last episode and then we'll run through advancing through the career mode game. So in terms of the January transfer window so far, we've actually sold 2 players so far. We've sold Johan Gouffran for 4 million, and we've sold Papis Dembélé for, I believe it was 4.8 million to Hoffenheim. But we've got Bafétimbi Gomis coming in on a pre-contract, and in terms of results, we actually won against West Bromwich Albion 2-1. We drew against Manchester City 2-2. And then we drew against Leicester City 2-2 in the FA Cup, which means we're going to have a replay. In the most recent episode, we actually had an offer come back from QPR in regards to the inquiry about Loic Remy. They wanted 15 million, okay? Now, problem with that is, as you can see, I can't afford him. But we do actually have a couple of offers on the table. So I'm going to archive that for the moment. And as you can see there, Virgil van Dijk 5.5 million, which is a great offer, and 5 million for Joel Matip. I think Joel Matip would probably be the better player there. So I'm actually going to take a look, see if I can break that in. So Fabrice Coloccini is actually under offer at the moment. So I'm going to take a look, see about possibly and take a look at that. So Joel Matip, that's going to be archived as well. Virgil van Dijk, they want 5.5 million. It's a decent offer there. You can see there we've got a match against Spurs, but with all the transfers we've got going on at the moment, I don't particularly want to play it because I want to advance on through and get some players in. So I'm actually going to take a look at this, and I'm going to bring in Joel Matip. I'm going to approach him to buy, and then what I'm going to do, because he's got some fantastic stats, I'm going to put in an offer of 3.5 million. Okay, that's what I'm going to go with, because I know Coloccini's going for about 4.8 million. He's in contract talks at the moment. He's 31, he's 80 rated, he is our highest rated defender, but you know, he is leaving us. I don't see a future for him, so hopefully we'll get a decent result there. So I'm just going to sim this match, and we've got a couple of players who were playing in the Leicester City match, which we drew 2-2. Got Karl Darlow in goal, Jamal Lascelles as a replacement for I&JGaming, where Haidara playing on as left back. Jamal Lascelles picking up an injury, but Siem de Jong keeping up his form, scored 3 goals in 3 league games. They've obviously picked up a good 2-1 result there. Eriksson and Doumbia scoring early on. Looks as though it's going to be a loss for us at home. It's a little bit disappointing there, but you know, that's to be expected there. We just want to find out how long Jamal Lascelles is out for. So I'm just going to go straight to our office and we'll take a look.
Tottenham Hotspur 2.
Let's take a look, see how long he's out for. He's out for 1 day, that's not a huge result. And Davide Santon's currently under offer. I've asked for 7 million, so I'm going to be going with 6.7, which is the highest they're recommending we sell him for. That's the sort of the maximum amount there. Because obviously we've got Haidara, who's a decent replacement for him, and I think we could bring in an equally good left back with the kind of money that we're looking at there. And Vernon Nita there, not doing particularly well there so far, which is a bit of a disappointment there. Then you see there, notification that one of our players has been sold. Fabricio Coloccini sold for 4.8 million, so we've got 4.1 million to play with. That's the max I'm going to go up to with Joel Matip. Hopefully they come back and say they've accepted an offer there, because he's a very, very good player there. They've rejected the offer for Davide Santon. They still want 5.5 million. I'm going to go up to 4 million, see what they come back with that. We've got a lot more money to play with in terms of wages there, so obviously that's what we'll go with. Again, I think for this sort of particular season, I'm going to be simming a lot of these matches. I think it's important that we do that just to get through the January transfer window. So I'm going to be replacing Haidara with Davide Santon. I'm going to be bringing Aquel Manga on. JTOJ has been coming in. Siem de Jong in good form. Sammy may be obviously replacing Johan Gouffran, who's left. And I'm going to have Mike Williamson on the bench there. Rolando Aarons, Jack Colback, Remy Cabella and Ferrier as the replacements there. And then Tim Krul is obviously going to be replacing Karl Darlow in goal there. So let's just get that change up there. So that's what I'm going to be going with at the moment. Alexandre Lacazette in excellent form at the moment, doing really well so far, which is very, very good to see. Joel Matip, I think, will be a huge addition to our defence. It means we can sell the likes of Stephen Taylor and sell the likes of Mike Williamson and Stephen Taylor. Sweden want us on board. Again, not really interested at the moment at looking at that. I just don't think it's going to interest me at the moment. This is another match, so I'm just going to skip through this match, and hopefully we'll get a decent result here. We've been doing well so far, you know. Admittedly lost against Tottenham, but you know, Tottenham are a good side. You know, drawing against Man City and winning against West Bromwich Albion, both good results there, but we need to be picking up results. But the January transfer window is our opportunity to pick up a good result. Daryl Janmaat getting sent off in the 32nd minute, the second time he's been sent off that season, but you know, that's to be expected. Lacazette picking up another goal. I think that's 9 league goals from so far. But the substitute Barilo coming on there and fragging goal. Yangan B was sent off for a second yellow card. So with 9 men, we've actually managed to get a 1-1 draw, which is a big result there. But that's obviously going to affect our lineup for the next game, and that's actually our cup match against
Arsenal 2.
Against Leicester City. So that's the replay. That's at home because it was away in the last match. So again, Sim in that one should be getting a decent result. We're just going to advance on through here and take a look. We're getting a couple of messages coming through. So they've accepted for 4 million, which is fantastic. Going to go 4 years, clean sheet bonus of 5%. Put it in there. Hopefully we'll get a decent result there. Joel Matip, huge addition to our defence and a big improvement on the likes of Stephen Taylor and Mike Williamson there. Absolutely fantastic.
At the top of the table remain
Let's see there, Bruno Manga, who's previously been complaining that he's not been getting enough game time, now actually is getting enough game time, so obviously he's you know, very happy with that. So making the changes here, Daryl Janmaat has been sent off, so Ryan Taylor's going to be coming in for him, and Bruno Manga is going to be replaced with Jamal Lascelles for this particular game, and that's what I'm going to stick with it for the time being there. So that's what I'm going to be going with. I'm going to sim the match again. Simply in the hope that we do get a decent result there. And there it is there. He doesn't mind missing the occasional game, but you know, he wants to be played as much as possible, which is fair enough. You know, it's a fair result there. As you can see there, last result 2-2 draw. I think it was Sami Amiobi who opened the scoring for us. Scored a beautiful goal, and Alexandre Lacazette getting the goal as well. Lacazette again picking up on another goal, and he's bagged a brace so far. Hopefully he can get a hat-trick in this game. It's not something I've seen him done, but Riviere picking up a goal as well. Quell Manga substituted for Williamson on the 46th minute. Sim de Jong, Lacazette getting exactly what we wanted there, which was a hat-trick. In form at the moment, doing really, really well so far. And Sim de Jong keeping up his goal-scoring form so far, which is really, really pleasing to see. I've simmed a lot of these matches, and I know a few people don't really want us to be doing that because, you know, at the end of the day it's not realistic, but you know, he's rejected that, doesn't want to relocate, so what that actually wants is he wants more money. So I'm going to be pushing that up to 70,000 with 4 years, and hopefully he'll accept that there, because even though he does like living here, £70,000 is not to be scoffed at there. Got an offer Alexandre Lacazette. Simply put, not going to be interested in selling him there. He's not a player I'm going to be selling. It's not even anywhere close to what I think he's worth. That's absolutely fine. Match rescheduled. We've got a little bit of money from that there. Daryl Janmaat and I&JGaming were able to come into the side again, which is a huge result there. I think it looks as though we've got 2 final matches for coming into the match there. Joel Matip has accepted the offer, which is absolutely fantastic. So he's going to be coming in and replacing a couple of players there. So Yangan B thinks he should be replacing, which is absolutely fair enough. Let's take a look at Joel Matip and see what he's rated. Hopefully he's rated highly, and we can get him as a decent player there. So there he is, 77 rated. Let's take a look at his stats. Interceptions 80, standing tackle is 80, slide tackle 75, heading accuracy 85. Let's take a look. What does his stamina look like? So he's got good stamina, 77, strength 79, so he's obviously going to be a strong kind of player. So that's obviously really going to be a real bonus for us. He's going to replace Mike Williamson, and then I'm going to have Mapu Yangan coming in, and then Daryl Janmaat. Daryl Janmaat is going to stay off for the time being. He's actually not in great form at the moment. and I'm going to have Rolando Aarons replaced with Musa Sissoko there. I think Musa Sissoko is a better option coming off the bench there. So that's the lineup I'm going to go with again. Going to sim the match. It's just simply because I want to get as many players in as possible, and I think this is going to be the way to do it. You know, the January transfer window is a big window for us. It's usually where we get the most players, and we've already got Bafétimbi Gomis in. We've already got Joel Matip in. I think we can get a couple of other players in as well. They've got Lewandowski up front. Hopefully we can get a decent result. 0-0 draw would be good. You know, if they score, we're going to have to pick up another result as well. Mpuyang we're getting injured. Expect he'll probably be replaced with Joel Matip. But Ben Arthur getting on the score sheet from a penalty, which is absolutely great for us. Can we hold on to the win? Really hope we can. Samuel Eto'o coming on, but we managed to hold on to 1-0 win away. That's a really good result for us. Absolutely fantastic. And you know, we've got to be now looking realistically for something like a left midfield, because Sammy Amiobi isn't strong enough at the moment. The board are happy with where we're going at the moment, but I&JGaming were out for a day or so. You know, 3 days, not going to make a huge amount of difference there. But as I say, we really do need to be looking for a left winger, someone who can come in and replace Sammy Amiobi, because he is a young player. He's got room to grow, but for the moment, I can't see him, you know, coming in and making a huge impact there. There's Andre Ayew, so I think he could be the player actually who we could possibly bring in. So I'm going to inquire about him, see how much they want for him, and then just going to get straight into this match away against Norwich. Hopefully we can get a good result again. Sticking with the same team, not change anything up. Don't really think there's a need to change up when you win matches. You know, there's no real benefit to changing there. Ricky van Wolfswinkel, really you know, difficult signing for Norwich City. I think he scored 1 goal in the game that he played before Norwich got relegated. So I mean, that's a huge impact there. Remy Cabella coming on for Sammy Amiobi, who's been injured. Hopefully we can still get a decent result even with Sammy Amiobi out. Hopefully he's not injured for too long. You know, that's obviously going to be a huge impact for us. Riviere managed to grab a goal in the 84th minute, and that gives us another 1-0 win away. We're starting to pick up points, and obviously the simmed result is the way to go. Let's take a look. How long is he out for? 3 days. Again, we've had a couple of injuries, but nothing serious, which is obviously, you know, really good for us. So we're coming towards the end of the January transfer window. We've already got in Joel Matip and Bafétimbi Gomis. They want 8.5 million for Andre Ayew, which I think is, you know, quite a good offer. I'm going to go with a offer of 6 million, and hopefully they'll accept that. I think, you know, Andre Ayew and Hatem Ben Arfa on the left and the right would be a terrifying prospect for most people. Let's take a look, see where we get at the moment. They've accepted the 6 million offer there. That's really good there. I'm going to give him a crucial first team play because he is going to be given that. I'm going to give him exactly the same as that. And hopefully you do well with that. Tranquillo Barnetta, who's another left midfielder there. There he is, some really good stats, but he is a little bit older than Andre Ayew, so I don't think I'd be interested in bringing him in there. So hopefully we can announce the signing of him at the end of the day. You know, we've got 10 hours to bring him in. I can't really see why I wouldn't. They've actually sold Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain for 12.5 million. That's a huge offer there. Andre Ayew has accepted the offer, which is absolutely fantastic. Really good news for us. And I just want to take a look, see what his stats are. So let's take a look at him. So there he is, 78 rated, huge boost to our team. If you look at our team now, we're doing really well so far. So that's sort of the lineup at the moment. Jack Colback, we're going to have Sammy Amiobi on as his sort of replacement. So that's where we're sitting at the moment. It's a really good team actually, you know, taking a look where we're at. Joel Matip sitting on the bench there. Remy Cabella also sitting on the bench as well, but they haven't done enough so far. But very pleased with that. And Daryl Janmaat to come in once his form improves. It's a huge result there. Nobody's come in for our loan players, which is a little bit disappointing. You know, I'd much rather they go out on loan rather than sitting on the squad not really doing anything. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to get through to the end of the January transfer window, and then what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to take a look at the squad report, see how we're doing so far, and that'll obviously give us a huge boost there. No real offers coming in for us so far, which is obviously good. We've sold a couple of players, Fabrizio Colacinho and Gufran and Papis Dempsey, all players who are reaching the age of about 28, 29, possibly sooner, and obviously haven't done that so far. Early off of Mike Williamson with Joel Matip coming in. I'm fine with him leaving. He's 30, he's 75 rated, not a huge interest to me in keeping him here. You know, as far as I'm concerned, he can leave, that's fine. We'll probably get confirmation he has been sold. He has, and we've got an offer for Bruno Aquilmanga. Sunderland coming in for him and offering up the market value of 5.5 million there. I don't think I want to sell him. You know, he's obviously going to be a first team player there. Mike Williamson gone, absolutely fine. That's all not a problem. So in the last few hours, we did actually manage to sell Mike Williamson. He's been on the transfer list since, I'd probably say, you know, the early season there, which is absolutely fantastic. Opening match against MK Dons in the January transfer window. Jamal Lascelles wants to play in that game. I think I will give him a game in that, but New Zealand wanting me to manage them, not something I'm interested in again. International management is something I'm considering, but I certainly won't do it in this season. But as I said, just before we finish this episode, let's take a look at the squad report and we'll see how the players are improving so far. We're going to order this by position and we'll take a look. So far, Tim Krul, he's in excellent form at the moment. He's improved on a few of his stats. Carl Darlow improving as well, not been given too many games so far, but he doesn't have an opportunity to improve there, which is really good. Jack Alnwick improving as well, and Rob Elliott not really doing anything. Freddie Woodman hasn't improved at all, even if he is on loan. Ryan Taylor going up +1. Daryl Janmat is +1 there. Obviously Ryan Taylor only going up on the regression there. Daryl Janmat is already +1, and a lot of his stats are going up +2, +3, +4 on long shots, and +4 on shot count, which is great. Bruno Aquilmanga hasn't improved yet. Mpu Yangabiwa has gone up +2 so far, which is really fantastic. John Matip just signed and already is up +1. Remy Street up +3. And Jamal Lascelles up +3 as well, which is a huge boost for us there. You know, Remy Street 19 and up +3. Stephen Taylor not going up at all. Curtis Good up +2. Lubomir Saka up +2 as well. Davide Santon +2 as well. Mercedes Haidara up +1. Paul Dummett on loan and he's up +3 already. Cheikhiote not really improving at all. Burton Need hasn't improved either. Haddon Ben Arthur not improving, but Musa Sissoko up +2 already, which is a huge boost for us there. Jack Colbert going up +2, even though I haven't really played him. Medea Bede +3. Gail Begarana +4, that's absolutely huge, obviously getting a lot of game time there. Olivier Kemen +4 as well. Andre Ayew improving on his stats but not going up in his overall. Sammy Amiobi +1 in his overall so far. Rolando Aarons not really improved at all. Kasim De Jong hasn't either. Remy Kabaya is up +1 so far. Haris Vujic up +1 as well. Armstrong hasn't gone up at all. Manuel Riviera is up +1. Alexandre Lacazette is up +1, well +2 on his potential there. Facundo Ferreira +2 as well. And Adam Campbell is up +3, and Ayoze Perez is up +2 as well. So all of our players are moving forward and progressing. There's a couple of players that have stood still so far, but that's absolutely fine. I'm going to end the episode here. As you can probably imagine, I've skipped through quite a few matches. I've simmed through a lot of them, which I appreciate isn't ideal and it's not the best thing to do. But with the January transfer window, we've gotten some good players, and going forward, we can now start playing matches again. And I'll see you in the next episode.
In your life, have you ever witnessed anything quite like that?
Well, we're saying, you know, what a season, what a day, what a game.
Don't forget to click subscribe for all the latest videos.